Hi guys, wanted to do a video today about raising quails. Okay, I have the jumbo Japanese quail. Okay, now I've been raising quails for the last 5 years for eggs and meat production. I really love this animal. It's a fantastic animal, especially if you don't have especially if you don't have large areas and space to grow them. You can still manage. So let's start from the basics. What is the difference between, first of all, from a male and female if you're going to buy a quail? So over here on the right side, you see his chest is flat. He doesn't have any dots on him. This is a male. The female, she has, oh sorry, 1 second. Calm down, darling. The female, she has brown dots on her chest. No dots, brown dots. So this is a female and this is a male, okay? Now you can see there's a lot of meat chest on this. Beautiful, beautiful animals. So I'll just take them down because they're a little bit stressed. So with quails, they don't usually, from my experience, they do not sit on their eggs. So if you do want to have quails, if you want to, to have baby quails and continue the generation and process your own meat birds, you'll have to buy incubator. Now the incubation period of time is between 17 to 18 days. Okay. Now on day 15 we take the eggs out of the turning tray and then we put them inside the hatching box and we rise the humidity to 75%. I have many videos on incubating chicken eggs. I will do a video on incubating quail eggs. But that is the basic of the quails. Now the maturity of quails, it depends. It's between 8 to 10 weeks. Now I see a lot of YouTubers or people online saying that on 8 weeks already their females are starting to lay eggs. For me it's more 10 weeks, 10, 11 weeks. My birds are mature enough and they can start to lay eggs and to reproduce. You don't want to too early because you do need the animal to be mature enough, to sexually mature enough to reproduce. Now, with quails, I see many people raising quails in these small boxes, small wire cages, and they stack them up on each other. Now, I'm not going to talk about it too much, but I don't really like it. Now, if you are raising your own animals and you want to control the product, for this example is eggs and meat, you want the best product in the world. At the end of the day, you are feeding yourself and your family with this product. Now, the aspects of the cage that I do recommend, get rid of these small cages, okay? You don't need a lot of room. The height of the cage itself, you cannot have it. Why are these cage, 50 centimeters or 40 centimeters? Because quails like to jump. Now, if you do, let's say, a cage that is 1 meter high, the quail will jump and it will break his neck. So I build my quail pens. I have only one, but it's 2 meters high. Okay, that will be comfortable for me to walk around. I won't bash my head on the roof. You can go with 1.5 meters, if you want to, don't know if you have problems with the height, so you don't really have space. No less than 1.5 meters, because the quails do really jump high when they're panicking and they can break their neck. Now, the ratio between females and males, I recommend between 1 male to each 5 females, okay? But it does mean a few things. It doesn't mean that you can put in a small cage now 2 males and 10 females. You do need to allow the animal, to the females or the males. If I have over here, I have 15 quails, so it means I have 3 males, and I have 18 quails, not 15. So I have 3 males and 15 females. And this cage, I'll just show you, this pen is 3 meters, okay? It's 3 meters. On 2 meters. Now the idea of that the quails, you see, they have a lot of space. They have over here the pigeon shelves that they can hide, okay? The height 2 meters for me. So usually they'll jump 1.5 meters this high. They can't bash their heads and break their necks. So that is the best, for me at least. That is the best size quail. 2 meters on 3 meters. You can go on, 1 meter on 1 meter, but don't have more than, let's say, 10 quails, okay? Have 8 females, 2 males. And you do need to think for the future. If you are growing them, if you are growing them for meat, you need to think about another quail, a grow-out pen for the quails, the baby chicks that they will grow slowly. And then, you process them. Usually, I process mine at 13 weeks to 14 weeks. I do like them to grow a little bit and have more meat on their chest, because it is, all in all, it's a small bird. But it's a very, very rich meat. Now, what does that mean? It's a very small bird, but it means because it's such a rich meat, you don't need to eat a lot of these birds on each meal. Let's say I would go through maybe 2 birds, You don't want to eat. Sorry about boys. I'm going to eat him if he continues like this. You don't want to eat too much of the quail because it's very rich. It's not like a very nice T-bone steak that you can eat 600 grams to a kilo with no problem. So what more can I tell you about quails? Food-wise, okay. You need a feed with a high percentage of protein, okay? This bird, every animal, especially a small animal, that the heartbeat is very, very fast, it means that it's burning a lot of energy, okay? Now, if you give it only seeds, or you give it only wheat, or, regular chicken feed, so you will have to bring them, protein from a different source. If that would be mealworms, if that would be insects, if that allow them to forage. Now, what I use chicken starter, to tell you the truth. I use chicken starter, that is 20% protein. I give them every day. I get a lot of weeds, and I put inside the pen. I take a scoop of my compost every day, and I put it inside, and they, from the old compost, I turn it over. There's a lot of insects and worms, and they eat it, and the next day I just take that scoop out and I put a fresh scoop in. So that is a very good way of, free, let's call it free protein for your animals. Now, egg-wise, usually a female will lay an egg every 25 hours, 24 to 25 hours. Don't be surprised if, let's say, you have one quail, and you will get an egg every day and a half, okay? So you do need to plan it, because it's a very small egg. You do need to plan the amount of birds you have per the amount of, family members you have. Now, I would recommend, for now it's only me and my wife, so I have my 18 quails, and that is more than enough for us, because, you don't want to eat quail every single day. We would eat once a week. I will or do it on the barbecue or in the oven, or, fry them. I'll do between 3 to 4 birds. That's more than enough for us. Now, the eggs themselves, I don't really enjoy it. I think it's a hassle to eat the eggs, but my wife likes to boil them, and then she puts them inside her salad. So that's a little idea of how to use the quail eggs. So all in all, it's a fantastic animal. I do recommend, for if you are a new homesteader, or you're interested in creating your own food and to be more self-sufficient, I do recommend to start with quail. It does mean you'll need to purchase, you can even purchase a very small incubator. You don't need to spend a lot of money on it. I started with a 150 shekel incubator. 150 shekels, that is, I think, something like $30, $40, something like that. And it did, it serviced me well for almost 2 years. Now, so yeah, that's about it. That is the short. It was supposed to be a short video, but I'm seeing it's already 9.5 minutes, so I'll finish this video. I'll do, more videos about the pigeons I want to do, about the ducks, about the chickens. On each animal, I'll explain a little bit my own personal experience and the little information I have about them. So I'll see you in the next video, and thank you for watching. Do a like, do a share, and have a fantastic day. Thank you very much.